Are you a coach that's struggling to get your clients to do what you want them to do when they're not with you? Are you struggling to get them to break the bad habits that are holding them back and create the success habits that they need to take them to the next level? Well, if that's the case, I want to help you. I've been doing this for over the last 2 decades with some of the most competitive people on the planet. And I want to share with you the exact strategies that I use to help my clients create good habits and break the bad ones. You see, there's 2 ways to close the gap from where you are to where you want to be and for your athletes to do so. To do more good or do less bad, and they're going to close that gap rapidly. I learned that from one of the greatest athletes of all time, Tom Brady. Now you might be thinking, man, this might be too complex. This might be too difficult. Stick with me. It's actually very simple once you understand behavior design and how to create good habits and break the bad ones through a concept I want to share with you today called habit loops. The first thing you have to understand about behavior design and habit creation and breaking is some of the research that's been written by guys like Charles Duhigg in the book The Power of Habit, Tiny Habits by B.J. Fogg, or Atomic Habits by James Clear. They all kind of reference one key concept, that behavior design follows this process. There's a trigger, there's a behavior, there's a reward. If you understand that concept called the habit loop, that there's triggers, some people call them cues, some call them prompts, then there's a behavior, either the behavior we want more of, the good habit, or the behavior that we want to break, the bad habit. And the reason why we execute those behaviors is we get a reward. So let's talk about a very common habit that your clients might have. It's one that I had for a long time. When I was 240 pounds with a 44-inch waist, 60 pounds heavier than I am today making this video. Here was the trigger. Late at night, I'm watching TV, I'm hungry, I'm maybe gonna go to bed, but I probably am looking for something to eat. So what do? I go to the pantry, there's a bag of Doritos, and it gets crushed. Trigger, late night hunger. Behavior or routine, go to the pantry, get the Doritos, smash it. The reward, I love eating Doritos. But that's a bad habit loop because I was trying to lose weight and the Doritos weren't helping me to do that, neither was the late night snacking. Here's a positive example that you would substitute for your clients. Trigger is the same, late night hunger. New behavior. 1, I buy my discipline at the grocery store and I don't bring the Doritos home. Instead, I might buy, let's say, some vegetable that I like. For me, it's carrots and it's bell peppers. Love them. So instead of going to the pantry and getting the Doritos when I get that late night hunger, I go to the refrigerator, I get my bell peppers that are cut up already at the store so I don't have to do them. I get the baby carrots so I don't have to cut those either. I sit down and eat just like I would with the Doritos. And the reward is I'm actually bringing in less caloric food. It's better for you. And now I'm going to continue to lose the weight. So what you want to do is you want to identify with your clients, what's the trigger or the prompt, right? What kickstarts the bad behaviors? And then let's work to replace those behaviors. Here's one I used recently with a client of mine. This client wanted to stop drinking alcohol, so here's what we did. We said, okay, when you go to your refrigerator, is there alcohol in the refrigerator? Well, yes. So what did we ask him to do? Take all the alcohol out of there. What did we put in? We put in kombucha, which is a similar substance in terms of what it's gonna taste like to a beer, but the benefit is there's no alcohol content. And you're not gonna get all the calories that you would get with beer. And for this person in particular, they weren't gonna have that groggy feeling the next day. So look at the same principle. The trigger, long work day. I go home, I want a beverage to help me relax, just out of habit, bad habit loop. I grab a beer, next thing you know, that's 2 or 3, I wake up a little groggy, maybe I sleep in, I don't get good sleep, I don't exercise. Bad habit loop. Okay, good habit loop. Long work day. I get home, I'm looking for some beverage to have after dinner. I grab a kombucha, I have 1 or have 2. Doesn't keep me up all night. Doesn't affect my sleep in a negative way. I wake up the next day, I feel more energetic, and then here comes the compound effect of positive habit loops. I start to exercise in the morning. Now, because I'm exercising, I'm less likely to want to drink the alcohol and better likely to try to make a positive behavioral decision. And for this client, I'm happy to report that in the last 90 days, they've lost 20 pounds in 90 days, if you can believe that. And it's the same person. They got rid of the Doritos. They got rid of the chips. They got rid of the alcohol. They replaced it with kombucha, with peppers and carrots. And guess what? They started to exercise every morning. And then they got so into it with the positive habit loop, they started to exercise again at night after dinner. So now this person went from not exercising in the morning, not exercising at all after dinner, to replacing Doritos, replacing alcohol with exercise, bell peppers and carrots, and kombucha. Spread that out. Look at what a difference it's made. So for you as a coach, you have to understand behavior design and simply understand the habit loop. Triggers, kickstart behaviors, and we do behaviors to get a reward. We want our clients to make it really easy to follow a positive habit loop and really difficult to follow the negative habit loop. If you don't have the alcohol or the Doritos or the things you don't want in your house, it's going to be really hard to have them. So make it easy to do good, make it hard to do bad. And when you try this with your clients as a coach, you're going to see dramatic results. Look, if we want our clients to close the gap from where they are to where they want to be, they're going to have a lot of behaviors that they have to execute on and decisions they have to make when they're not with us as a coach. And we can help facilitate that process by teaching them the elements of behavior design in the habit loop. Now, another app that you can use on your phone with them is called Habit Share. It's one I use with every single person I work with. We'll maybe make another video to talk about that, but check out the app Habit Share. We'll link to it in the article below this video. And if you're looking for more strategies that work for you as a coach and your clients to maximize their performance and to really learn how to coach mental performance, which is the missing link in all of human performance, join my insiders list. So when I open up my coaches certification course, my mental performance mastery coaches certification course, I can help you learn how to coach the mental game. Now, Zach Sorensen, who's the head of the Atlanta Braves and their mental performance department, went through our certification. Some of the top income earning and impact generating coaches in the country have gone through my certification course. Some of the top coaches in the world have gone through this certification course, and the feedback has been tremendous. Make sure you join my insiders list so when I open up my mental performance mastery coaches certification in May, you can be sure to join. Fill out the form below to join the insiders list, and when we open up the mental performance mastery coaches certification course in May, we'll make sure we send you all the notifications and you'll save $200 off the non-insiders list price. Also, I'll make sure I send you some of my best content, tips, and coaching strategies like this one on the habit loop between now and then so you can continue to level up your coaching of the mental game.